El diario de Mariana vino hasta Aspen, acá en Estados Unidos, para seguir bien de cerca la batalla judicial entre Ana Alianelli y Dennis Burns. Dennis, thank you very much for receiving us here in Aspen.
My pleasure. I'm glad you guys made the trip all the way here to get the other side of the truth.
Could you please tell us how did you meet Ana?
Anna and I met up here on this ski mountain right here. I was teaching snowboarding for Aspen Skiing Company, and I've been teaching snowboarding and skiing for the past 18 seasons in a row now. And so we met up there. She was working as a lift attendant.
How would you say your marriage was and your relationship with her?
Yeah, you know, in the beginning, Anna and I felt that we had a lot of things that kind of completed each other. One of the things that I said to Anna before I asked her to marry me was, I said, there's one thing you need to know is that I love this valley. I've been living here for a long time. I've been to all 50 states. I've been to many countries, and I can't find a place that I love more than Aspen. And I said, there's one thing is that I never plan on moving from here. So if you can be on board with that program, then, you know, that's, you know, something that I would want to get married. And she said to me, you know, listen, I grew up in Buenos Aires. I lived in the city my whole life, and I really like it there, but now that after I've lived here in Colorado for a few years, it's so beautiful. She goes, I could absolutely live here the rest of my life. So it was a go at that point. We had some issues probably about 3 years into the marriage, I would say, where we had some bad communication breakdowns and some differences of opinion on some cultural things, maybe, I guess. And then after we were pregnant with Sophia, actually, things got really bad. She couldn't not yell in front of our daughter, who was very young at that point, and it made Victoria very anxious and very sad. And I kept asking and pleading. I said, please, if you want to have these arguments, can we do it after Victoria's asleep, or can we do it when she's with you know, with some other friends or something? But she always used to like hold Victoria and want to yell and scream at me, and Victoria would just like be just traumatized by it, and it really was sad to me. And I had, you know, I really pondered hard for a good long time. And I just realized that the fighting was not stopping for months and months and months. And it just seemed, you know, to me it was clear that our marriage was over. Anna had said, you know, listen, I'll never take them away from you. I'll never move out of this valley. I know how much they love you and how much you love the girls. Little did I know that things were going to be very different after that. And it was the complete opposite of what she said.
How did you feel when she left with your daughters, and how did you get to know that? We
had back and forth visitations, and one of the times that she took them, she just left, and that was it. I had this heart-to-heart conversation about getting our divorce. It was a very mature conversation at that point. She said, you know, I know how much you love the girls and how much they love you. I'll never take them away. We'll get condos, apartments close to one another so we can, you know, stay friends and we can be in each other's lives as much as possible. And, you know, she said, we won't spend a lot of money on attorneys so we can save the money for the children's future and education.
What she said back in Argentina is that she had a violent relationship with you, that there were some violent episodes. What can you say about that?
I can say that there were violent episodes on her part. She attacked me a few times. I never raised a hand to her. I will take any sort of lie detector test that you all want or that anybody wants. I challenge her to do the same thing. I never laid a hand on her. I've never been in a fight with even a man in my life. Never hit anybody, okay?
Because let me tell you why. These days, a couple of days ago, she says that she had the charges, your criminal report, saying that you were in jail. What can you say about that?
Okay, well, yeah, I did go to jail because she falsified records against me. Okay, she falsified domestic violence allegations against me, which later on she admitted to the child custody evaluator that they didn't happen. She admitted on the stand in the court in Colorado that it didn't happen.
And why do you think she did that?
I know exactly why she did it, because she wanted to leave the country with the kids. She made a determination at one point that she wanted to leave to Argentina. So it was a legal strategy for her, okay? When she first came to Argentina, she filed more domestic violence charges on me in Argentina as soon as she landed, and it took me 17 months to clear up those charges before I was allowed to even go to Argentina.
Are you also saying that those are false charges?
I was never even in the country. And they later found out I was never even there, so how could they have been true? But of course, Argentina's justice system goes very, very slow, okay? It took me 17 months before they cleared up those charges where I was even allowed to go down there. I was told by the embassy, the central authority, and my attorneys that if you go to Argentina, you may be arrested in the airport as soon as you land.
Is that why you didn't go there?
That's why I didn't go. Of course it wasn't. As soon as the charges were finally lifted 17 months later, I was on the first plane down. Look at the passport records and show I wasn't there. It's just everything in Argentina is too slow. You know, court takes forever down there. She fabricated a lot of different stories and lies about things that happened here in Colorado before she left. She says that I am a compulsive gambler who lost our house playing poker. Okay, let me tell you about that. Yes, I have played professional poker before, and I've won tens of thousands of dollars playing poker, but certainly did not lose our house because of that. The reason we lost our house is because Anna would not sign the listing agreement to sell the house. Anna, we need to sell this house. We had probably $250,000 still in that house. I said, Anna, we need to sell this house so we can get the money out and buy you guys a condo where you and the girls can live, and I'll get a place nearby, and we'll move forward. She said, my attorney told me, this is word for word, my attorney told me, I'm not going to sign the listing agreement. Therefore, the house will be foreclosed. You will have to declare bankruptcy. You will not be able to pay your child custody to me. The judge will see you as an unfit parent, and the judge will let us move to Argentina. She didn't sign the listing agreement. The house did foreclose, okay? And I declared bankruptcy. And eventually I was not able to pay child custody. I was paying her $3,500 a month in child custody. I was paying for the mortgage. I was paying for all her utilities. I was paying for, well, whatever else. It came to the amount of somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe $6,000 a month. She was going to the neighbor's houses, and telling them that she didn't have any money to eat. She said, if you sign the paperwork for me to take the girls to Argentina, then we'll sell the house. You can have all the money, and I don't care. I'll move to Argentina, and you can have the money. I said, Anna, you think you can buy my children from me? They're not for sale. There's a lot of people upset about the girls having to come back here, but let's face the facts. Anna broke the law 4.5 years ago. This is a felony, okay? She kidnapped children out of this country against the court orders here. After the judge realized that Anna falsified the domestic violence, she realized that Anna falsified the stories about me, about how the house was lost. She found out the truth that Anna would not sign the listing agreement, and Anna foreclosed our house. What did Anna do? The first chance she got, she took them to Argentina and never came back. I didn't create this problem. Anna did.